Have a great day, ludicrous torpedo. And all of you march into Brussels. Just kill Brussels. Hopefully we haven't lost... We've lost 15,000 men. Okay, that's actually way more men than I would have expected on this quick little Belgian war. But here we are. Hawaii is joining Entente. Belgium is now dead. And you know what? We'll give France Flanders. No. We'll give France Wallonia. And then I will take Flanders. And let's bring these units back on the border with the Dutch. The Dutch have now become a reactionary government, so we need to kind of worry about them potentially. Aside from that, anybody else doing anything too surprising? I wouldn't really say so. Western Command Center is collapsing. I don't think anybody should be surprised by that, though. And Russia's actually having a much harder time killing Central Asian than I would have originally anticipated. I mean, it kind of looks like a snout. You're not wrong. Okay, let's liberate Flanders. Welcome Flanders into my glorious faction. Like at some point, we're going to leave the Internationale. We're going to leave the Internationale at the end of the tree. There we go. The Walloon thing's been formed now. Return Walloon lands. Nah, I think this is just going to be part of Germany from now on. I think it makes more sense for us to have us. No, actually, no, it looks kind of bad. Okay, fine. Walloon, you can have your territory back. We'll let France have some more influence here. That's okay. I'm not going to be too worried about it. There we go. You got Luxembourg incorporated back into Germany. Let's now go for minority quotas. Who was that? I'm not too sure what you mean. Okay, let's follow you up with... I mean, it's still 37. Like, it feels like it should be much later in the game than it actually is. I guess we'll go for the 1939 rifles. It's going to take about a year to produce, but honestly, it's not that bad. I'm not too worried about it. Also, Switzerland actually did not go National Populist. I thought they'd always go National Populist if they'd lose Romandie, but maybe that's not the case. Okay, so who's at war? Constitution American Republic declared war in the Western Command Center. So I guess was the CAR actually not at war with the US? I guess not. Okay, the Belgrade Pact has invaded Bulgaria, I think. The Western Command Center's fallen. I don't think anybody should really be surprised by that. Khalkhin Khanate. Kind of doing its own thing. Oh, never mind. They've been annexed. They became a puppet and they were immediately annexed. I'm not too sure. The Wallonian leader? That is Lucy the Jardin. I don't know who it is either, but they're currently in charge. Okay, so we have about 10 more days on you. Mexico joining Internationale. More people joining our faction. Again, even though... Yeah, Sanikov's in charge of Russia at the moment. Russian Empire's color is hideous. I mean, this one, that's a beautiful shade of green. I don't know what you're talking about. That's a fantastic color. Yeah, the Princely Federation is going to get completely murdered by the Bahardi Commune and their little vassal states. We'll see kind of who comes out on top there. And we should also probably... Just one more line of you. Let's duplicate this. Let's start building some light tank divisions. Okay, light tank template 1. Let's just add, I don't know, 10 of you for now? I think 10 seems basic. And I guess you're missing motorized, yeah. You can build some motorized as well. Motorized I'm not too concerned with. Let's just go for, you know, a quick little 5 on that. Put it up just about tactical bombers for now. How many guns do we have? Negative 17,000? Okay, cool. Okay, and Constantinople has fallen to Bulgaria. Equality for all. In Germany, there's an old and destructive notion that persists that Germany is meant to be for the Germans. However, it's arguable that Germany was never purely German. If it was, how does it explain the amount of Jews, Poles, Czechs, Dutch, Belgians, and French that have lived in Germany for hundreds of years? Not even mentioning all those colonies that have came, all those of the colonies who had come to the mainland for the purpose of work, whether they be Black, East Asian, or Chinese. To keep these minority groups down any longer would be a disgrace to German history and its people, which is why during the recent session of the FAUD unions, it was agreed that more action should be taken to ensure that these groups are treated equally. Aside from the anti-discrimination laws against them, unions and communes have instituted employment quotas for minority groups every year to ensure that they are better chances of employment. Failure to hit these quotas might result in potential fines and punishment towards unions and the communes that do so. This is perhaps the most controversial action taken by the FAUD so far, as it was the first FAUD vote to receive a decent amount of union opposition to. Despite the radical nature of these reforms, history would perhaps show that they were necessary to achieving equality and progress for all of Germany's inhabitants. Okay, now let's go for council rule. Anarcho-marxism. What do we got here? We got 20% military construction speed. Hell yeah. Give me that 20% construction speed. That seems really, really good. I assign any traits to you. Let's go for offensive doctrine on our field marshal. We'll see if you guys... Are you just going like status quo? Oh, you are just going status quo. So nothing too crazy is going to be happening in Austria. There's going to be remaining a handful of small puppet states, which means that they're going to be much easier to kill in the future. Whenever that future may come. Okay, Bulgaria... The Ottomans have ended their hostilities. Romania actually did not join the Belgrade Pact, so we might actually see Serbia and Greece be killed by Bulgaria. Okay, let's follow you up with a land doctrine. Let's just go for superior firepower. And let's upgrade our light tanks to be light tank 2s. Seems good to me, at least. Yeah, there's a lot of wars going on in the Caucasus right now, but I'm sure that... Oh, you want to take our Transmere? Does that declare war on them? Referendum, take them over. Which I would imagine... Are you still guaranteed? You're not guaranteed by the Japanese anymore. So the Japanese war is not going to happen. So Russo is about to be killed by the... Yeah, the Russian state's just going to come into the Caucasus and kill everyone. Nepal has now declared war on Dominion of Delhi and the Bharatiya Commune. It's not war with everyone, you know. They do what they want to do. You can't stop them. Nepal, they're crazy, man. So I'm not too sure who's winning. I would say the American Union state's looking pretty good. I would say the Pacific states are also looking pretty good. But aside from that, I don't really know who's winning here. Okay, New England is now... led by the Radical Coalition. Okay, let's follow you up with the University Communes. 47 messages were deleted by a moderator. Yeah, links are banned in the chat. I apologize for that. Oh, hydrate, okay. Take a quick sip. Ah, delicious. You're still southern Italy, huh? They haven't tried to unite this whole land yet? Surprised they haven't tried to unite it. Okay, the Ikhwan Revolt. 4 military factories. I don't think that the Ikhwan Revolt usually doesn't succeed. Maybe this time they will, but I highly doubt it. Bulgaria is actually still losing against Serbia and the Hellenic Republic. Very disappointing. I thought they'd at least do somewhat better. You have about 20 more days till you're done. Yeah, Ikhwan's dead. Yeah, I don't think anybody's surprised that Ikhwan dies immediately. Because you're going to remove recovering economy. You're going to also give me 1 extra research slot, which is very, very nice. Yeah, then you leave the faction. I don't know if you'll be able to, like, rejoin the faction afterwards. So, yeah, I'm assuming once this is done, that's going to enable Anarchist Future. Is there any other focus trees in here? Yeah, because you are, yeah, you're just a Goebbels, you are strengthen international ties. Let me see what the other ones had. Liberate our neighbors, destroy Austria, invite nations to the Internationale, embargo France, pressure. Was Lab sniped for a joke? Who's gonna win? Lithuania joined the Eurasian bloc, which I think is, yeah, that's the Russian faction. So Estonia and Lithuania is in there, further up. Are you talking about like in the chat or? I don't control what Streamlabs does. Well, I kind of do, but not all the time. Put more units on the Polish border. Sometimes Twitch chat, you know. Streamlabs, it's got a mind of its own. Yeah, Albania joined the Austrian faction. Not really too concerned with that right now, at least. Okay, now we got University Education. Follow you up with, it's up here somewhere, the Union Congress. Gonna remove, I mean, how much penalties do we really have with this left? Actually, that's still a lot of penalties, so getting rid of that would be nice. Finalizing Ascendian, yeah, you can't, yeah, so we got a new Mountain Republic, led by Azerbaijan. Who else is going to join the Eurasian bloc? Also, this is like the third Sanikov portrait. It keeps changing. I don't really know why. I mean, Ukraine, I doubt Ukraine will join the Russian faction. We might see Poland do so. And Canada has now decided to intervene in the Civil War on behalf of the Pacific States. Yeah, Italy's still southern Italy. Not too sure why. They just kind of are. They got our 2 divisions. Again, sign them to the Polish border. Thank you, Glass Joe, for the follow. Yeah, he's up with all the latest fashion trends. The stylish man. Just give me that flat 10% attack, thank you. Research, let's go. It's almost 1938. Screw it. Let's just go with the next little artillery. Alaska's got a long name. The Principality of Liechtenstein, Alaska. Alaska's got the weirdest freaking trees here, but they're now Liechtenstein, I guess. Why? They're also a puppet of Austria. Yeah, sure, why not? You know, they do their own thing. I feel like Alaska's got to be like the biggest meme in Kaiserredux. I think Italy needs to Venice to unify. That's, you know, it's probably how far it has army. Formation of the NVA. Yeah, so we can worry about the army afterwards. Liechtenstein, Alaska. Hits just keep on coming. Round of Israel's in this mod. How many Israels are there? I knew Alaska could go Israel. But there's more. Is there a way to get every single Israel to show up at the same time? There's like 15 different Israels. Yeah, there's just a Liechtenstein administration. Very strange. Like, you think that the Canadian would be the most reasonable, but, you know, you want to do Liechtenstein, you can do Liechtenstein. Well, who am I to stop you, right? Okay, so apparently this is going to make us leave the Internationale. Alaska also... Did they almost sell Alaska to Liechtenstein? That sounds like it has to be made up. I'm not doubting you. Okay, so we're no longer in the Internationale. Like, again, I'm not really too sure why we leave the faction. We just kind of do. We have to begin rearmament. Okay, we can begin rearmament. Formation of the NVA. Uganda, Ethiopia, Madagascar, and Poland. Possibly more. And yes, you can get every Israel. This is it. It's wild. Okay, Austria's at war with Hungary now, which is I'm surprised by that, because I thought they could only go to war with Hungary if they didn't do status quo. But I guess Hungary could declare their own republic, right? Like that's one of the things they can do. Because we did play Hungary before, more military factories. Russia declared war on the national state. I'm sure Sannikov will probably win that war pretty easily. You have to revolt as Uganda, though? Okay. So for them to unite... Yeah, that's... Wait, which one are you? Yeah, the Mafia state. I mean, if you're going to attack Austria, I feel like this would be the time, right? I'm assuming we are 145 days. It's going to take a little bit too long. Also, be like 3 technology slots open. So let's go for, you know, it's 540 days. We're just going to go for that one. We'll go for you, and we'll go for the 1939 industry tech. But again, I'm still not too sure how the Greater War is supposed to work out when Germany is socialist, right? Like, what's the next step? Field officers. I'm guessing, yeah, we have to go with elected officers. Because the FOD has 1. And actually, is it just doing this that unlocks the anarchist tree? Maybe. Think you get a war focus? Okay, I mean, that seems reasonable. Because, yeah, there's got to be, like, something, right, to drive major conflict. I'm just so surprised that you leave the Internationale when you finish the focus tree. Like, for the SPD, I can kind of understand, because they can then go for, they can then go with the other parties, you know, the Conservative Party, or, the Liberals, or whoever. I think the FAUD leaving, I think, is a little bit surprising. Oh, so yeah, now down here we do get the decision to liberate neighbors. Union of German Syndicalists will be known as the Free Communes of Central Europe. The Syndicalist Party will now be called the Anarchist Councils of Central Europe. Yeah, sure, just invade everyone. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, there's definitely war focus at the very bottom. So hopefully by 39, we'll be ready to push that casus belli. Yeah, now France doesn't like us as much anymore, which I can understand, seeing as we're no longer in their faction. And you're almost done. Get more units on the field. And I'm hoping... Use 100 command power. Hey, we got a bunch of field marshals. While many more liberal and less pragmatic leftists may protest this choice, we have no choice to make use of generals that serve the Reichsmark to build up our new armed forces. Is that enough? Yes. An anarchist future for Germany. Let's get leaders who are not garbage. Yeah, there we go. Let's put these guys in charge. I'm sure that they will have absolutely no objectification to leading the armies. I think this guy's just going to invade all of China in a moment. We'll see how that goes for him. Another division. We're going to start building up another army. I guess we'll have you on the border with Switzerland, because Switzerland, I guess we might still invade at some point in the future. Okay, new society. Anarchist diplomacy. We do not accept totalism anymore. We accept socialism and radical socialism a little bit more. Well, anarchism. We create our own okay, so we create our own faction, the Free Communes. Legalization of marijuana. More political power gain. More stability. Empower the militias. Feminize society. The family be gone and abolish prisons. 25% stability loss. Very cool. Very, very cool. Let's assign you here. I guess we probably should have assigned a commander. Oh, the Dutch Revolution. Okay. So the Dutch have now gone socialist as well. Red Flood. Let's not worry about that. And I'm assuming you're probably going to join the Internationale at some point. I'd be surprised if you didn't. Nicaragua's fallen. I don't know if that matters to us so much. We might as well get these guys prepared to go for the invasion of Switzerland. No, they didn't go national populist. That's what I expect was going to happen in due time. Okay, build more military factories. Modify government. Let's go for... yeah, just more attack and defense. Seems good. Well, Nicaragua is socialist. So we'll probably see these guys unite into a socialist Central America very, very soon. Cuba has joined the Austrian faction. I'm guessing any faction that would normally join up with Germany now gets automatically joined up with Austria. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, you know, it's probably because Venice is not part of Italy that this is not working correctly. We can have more military factories. Is there anything we're actually missing? We're missing actually a lot of infantry equipment and a lot of light tanks. Let's double light tank production. Infantry equipment, I think, is probably a little bit less necessary right now. The Cuban leader. I mean, he looks less like Obama than he does in the base game. In the base game, he just looks like, yeah, more factories here. He just looks like Obama looks like a Hitler stash. Yeah, Budapest about to fall. I don't think anybody's surprised that the Austrians have won their war against Hungarians. Bulgaria is about to lose. I really thought they had a chance. I really thought they had a chance. But unfortunately, they do not. Anarchist light tank spam. Let's go. Okay, let's go for a new society. Done in 42 days. War support minus 16%. The thing is, like, there's so many modifiers that, like, my brain melts looking at it. Let's look at ideology. I mean, Europe is very socialist right now. Like, do you think we can actually invite anybody to our faction? Like France. Me and you, France, I think we have more in common than you do with the British. Let's make our own faction, okay? We can be the free communes. Do Malta and Crete have focus trees? I do not know. Let's take a look. Malta right now does not. And Crete also does not. So no. The answer to the question is no, they do not. Do we have any? Is these the only tanks we have? Got a few motorized, a few cavalry, but that's basically it. Mongolia is invading basically all of China. We'll see how that goes out for them. I'd imagine it's not going to work out super well. The Union of European Anarchist Communes. Let's go. Because we also have these ones as well, which I didn't even look at. Get an extra research slot. Monthly population change. More civilian factories. I don't really think it's like that important, to be quite honest. 22 days left on you. Are you all 42 days? Yeah, you're all 42-day focuses. But once this is done, we're going to go for the feminized society. We can get a society of femboy Germans. Ready to liberate Europe. We're getting 2.13 political power per day. That's too much. That's too much political power. I guess we'll go up to extensive conscription then for now. Just train up a stupid amount of infantry. There we go. 50 divisions. 50 divisions sound good. Musket and Nejd. This is definitely a meme path. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. It's definitely a memeier path than just you know, the Thalman path. Well, that's okay. Every once in a while, you can have a good meme playthrough. Put some factories up in the north of Germany. More military factories. We need more light tanks. We also need more rifles though as well. Let's go 30 factories on rifles. All the old generals that have to wear maid outfits. I don't see the problem. That's what Germany I think needs to heal the divisions in the country. But I think with the new society finished, this is probably gonna be a good time for us to end the stream today. We'll be continuing this on maybe Saturday. We'll probably play more of this campaign.